First things first, thank you so much for stopping over. I've read your comments, your questions, your thoughts, your prompts, and I've been reflecting it for the last 24 hours. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. You could have gone to any other um, project, and for whatever bizarre reason, you came my way, and I thank you for your wisdom. Um, and it's definitely something that I will take moving forward in terms of how I structure my public speaking. And yes, I appreciate that. I just want to share a few bits and bobs about some of the key aspects that kind of were surfacing from the comments I was getting back from you guys. One of them was this idea around traveling is about going out looking for paths and then kind of going back to home base. Um, so that was a really challenging thought because even though I speak a number of languages, I never thought to look at the kind of Latin meaning of a word like travel. So I just want to say thank you for challenging me specifically on that concept. And then when it comes to me as a traveler, so to speak, I think ultimately I carry a piece of a home with me. So wherever I am, I feel home. I do know that one day when I die, my remains will be taken back to the cradle of humankind, South Africa. So that probably is the moment which I will be in my final resting place, where the travel stop. And perhaps there's traveling beyond life as we know it. So maybe it never ends. The other key piece of feedback that came was, why is it that people marry their sisters or want to marry their sisters, and how does fear play a role in that? And to respond to that, this morning I was listening to a story about the day the Christian church started. And on this particular day, the carpenter from the Middle East gave a famous sermon on a mountain. And the conclusions of the speech, when people heard them, there were sort of three categories of people in terms of how they responded to what the carpenter was saying. The story tells us that some people had no idea what was going on. They probably showed up on the day and there was a guy on a mountain giving a speech. These were the clueless people. The second category of people were those that didn't believe. So they called bullshit on the speech. And then there was another category of people, and this is what they refer to in the Christian faith as the believers, those that believed. And I think the same is true when one is talking about this concept of diversity as a condition for innovation, for enriching the 21st century business and organization, that I think that some people genuinely don't believe. Some have no idea what's going on. And as I look forward to this week's prompt, I think there's a few people that believe. And I think I will probably not try to change the first two categories of people, those that don't know what's going on and those that don't believe, but really look for those few that do believe in diversity and that we are truly united by our diversities. And it's not the thing that curses us, it's the thing that really gives us strength, at least in the 21st century. So those are just a few reflections on that, and I appreciate you stopping over here.